Motivation to fix your social anxiety for good. If you have social anxiety and it's bad, you're in trouble. I don't think you understand quite what this is costing you. I have compassion. I used to be in a place where I had very bad social anxiety. But I'm not even going to teach you how to fix it today. I'm just going to explain what it might be costing you. And when you're more aware of that, you'll probably be motivated to go and fix the issue yourself. So what are my qualifications here? I used to be in a place where I had very bad social anxiety. Situations like talking in a group of people, being with friends that I know, making new friends, being around anybody that I thought was cool or admired. Definitely any type of public speaking. All of these situations would cause an extreme amount of anxiety. Now, I did come off as a calm person, but if you have anxiety, you might know that coming across as calm doesn't mean internally you're feeling calm. During presentations in school, I used to turn totally red in the face. I would get intense feelings of paranoia while talking to people, especially women. And I would sometimes leave conversations, for example, even with a close friend, where I felt like I was somehow being a little fake in the conversation, and I would feel so terrible after the conversation ended, like someone had punched me in the stomach. And I couldn't stop thinking about these small little things. What could I have said? What could I have done differently so that I could have just come across a little better, or had it be a little bit better? So, if you're experiencing any of these delusional type emotions, then you're in the right place. But you are headed in a bad direction here. So you've got to get this fixed. Now, what's important for you to know is that it is possible to change on a core level to where you don't feel this type of anxiety anymore. And I'm not saying I completely erased all my social anxiety for all situations forever. For example, if I have to give a speech in front of people, I will feel anxious. Yeah. But it doesn't inhibit my ability to meet new people and to do the things that I want to do. That's the important part. So your first step is to believe it is possible, that it is possible to have that core level change. I had this change myself, and now I am reaping the benefits of being not anxious by social situations. So I have my mental bandwidth back in my possession when I'm with people. Having social anxiety should be a huge red flag in your internal system. This isn't a small problem that you can skirt around. This is a huge problem that's going to cost you financially, spiritually, and emotionally until you learn to fix it and take it seriously. So I'm going to talk about some of the costs that it's costing you and will cost you, and then I'll talk about the benefits of actually being serious about fixing it. So the costs. I really do believe that having bad social anxiety is going to cost you financially in business, in jobs, job interviews, promotions, any type of freelance or business work. Almost all are about socialization. So unless you have some sort of weird little niche pocket that you're able to get in, where maybe you're only working around kids and you feel comfortable with kids, or you're selling art online and somehow you don't have to talk to anybody, you're going to have to be a good, easy person to talk to make money. If you don't develop this and instead you're anxious all the time, it's going to cost you tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I truly do believe that, because the places you can go if you relax your social anxiety are very far. Tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. If someone paid you that to go fix your social anxiety, would you do it? That alone. I know I would. But that's not even where it starts. That's just the financial impact. The real issue with social anxiety is that it impacts your relationships. Your relationships are worth more than money, in my view. Relationships, the true ones that give you love, peace, and joy, and positive experiences in your life, those are worth more than money. Those are your happiness. Those fill your spirit. So in order to actually have good relationships, you have to be physically able to engage in them. And having bad anxiety will get in the way of that. And then probably at the top of the pyramid is your relationship. If you have a long-term vision to be with a partner, you want to pick a partner from a place where you don't feel socially anxious, because then you know you're meeting the people who you actually want to meet, and you're not getting with someone out of a sense of anxiety. Getting into a relationship that's long-term, or building a family around an anxiety problem is a disaster. Now let's talk about the positives on the flip side. Let's say you do the work, you go on this spiritual quest, and at a core level you change and you become comfortable around people. You can feel comfortable in your own skin, which, by the way, is free. It's free to be comfortable in your own skin. It doesn't cost anything. But I know it takes a long time and a lot of effort, and it's not that easy. But yes, it is free. So let's say you've done that. So now you're able to make more money. You're comfortable asking for raises. You're comfortable doing what's right for you and getting the right job. Financially, everything's getting better. You're able to collaborate better at work, generate better results. So that's all happening at work. And then when you get home from work, you have friends. You have people you can share positive energy with. And you have potentially a relationship and a family. What you do by removing this anxiety from you is you open up some social capacities that you might not even know you have. So for example, if you're with a group of people and everything's going fine, but that place where your anxiety used to be, you might now have a little sense of intuition. Hey, my friend Susan is, something about her. I feel like she needs someone to talk to. She looks a little sad. You're going to notice this kind of thing. Or you're with that group of people. The vibe is dying down. You're going to notice this early, and you're going to think of exactly what to do next. Hey, maybe let's move the venue to over here. So these natural capacities that get awakened in you when you don't have that anxiety in the way are so worth it, because not only are you moving this group, for example, for the benefit of everybody, but everyone's going to love you for it, and it's just going to feel so wholesome that you can benefit your whole group. So hopefully you now realize that if you do have social anxiety, this is a serious problem, and there is extreme value to getting serious about fixing it. This is a spiritual quest that's going to take a lot of effort if you actually have it as a problem. But don't forget that the place where our pain is where the light comes through, eventually when you fix it. I think it's a Rumi quote. Hopefully this has inspired you in some way. If you'd like me to make a video on how I actually cured my social anxiety, it's going to be a longer and in-depth video, but I can do it. So just comment down below, or comment down below and just talk about how awesome your social life is because you don't have social anxiety and how rewarding that is. Either way, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.